As everyone screams for a rebuild from the rebuild, the Habs are in Columbus to take on the Jackets. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of blue, blanc, rouge, and hopefully some intelligence, but I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that's not intelligent in this argument over should they fire the coach, change Suzuki's letter on his sweater, fire the GM, and I don't know who they want fired and who they want traded and who they want brought in. But we're in the middle of a rebuild, and it seems to me like a lot of people who can't handle the rebuild want to rebuild the rebuild. Okay, we live in the upside down as it is, so I guess I can expect that. Let's use here and who I'm going to be talking to tonight. I've already gone through a whole conversation with BL and David, and Bay chipped in with a 4-2 Habs. Newhook with the first goal. Before I get to that, I should actually do this. The guess the score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. And you can pick that guy from either team, and you got to be the first person in the chat with that exact guess, and you got to be from Canada. And if you are all those things, you win a $10 cash prize directly into your bank account via Interact, and that's why you got to be in Canada. All right, I got a little bit of what would you call this? A little bit of news or stuff like that, and I got some stats for the game. Not too much. The game's coming up. I get to watch it on Sportsnet because it's actually being broadcast on Sportsnet, so I don't need. I'm not blacked out. Let's put it that way for those games. So at least that. All right. I was getting to who's here, and before the arguments start, so BL is saying here now some of the hockey guys on the NHL Network, ESPN, TNT, TSN, and your favorite Sportsnet keep reminding the audience about Papa Smurf's lack of experience. Remember something. All those people you just mentioned, they need you to click. They need you to watch. They're going to put out anything out there that's going on that they can get you to do that, whether it's the right slant or not. That's my opinion. I think they're all wrong. We'll see if he gets fired. Hey, by the way, hey, bye. Hey, Phil, let's go Gallagher again. Of course. I'm sure he's due some more. 6'4". That's what I think it's going to be. 6'4", but for who? You're saying Montreal? I'm not. Matt, no bad tonight. Matt's on a date night, but he'll be in on Saturday's afternoon game. So we switched off. My mic might be covered. I don't think so. Not covered. Pointing at me should be good. Sorry, I missed yesterday's game. No worries. Oh, I hope you're okay, man. That sucks being that, especially today. Well, congrats for getting to 70. I hope I make that one day. All right, I'm going to just get to what I got. First of all, for the guess the score contest, by the way, babe, I hope everything is good. I got it 6-4 Columbus. I'm going to give Monahan first goal. Now I'm going to tell you why. Habs have won the last 6 games versus Columbus Blue Jackets, outscoring them 27-9. Sounds like Columbus is due. Sounds like they're due to me, and they've also won 3 straight. They're 7-3-0 at home, and they have Sean Monahan. We're screwed. Columbus has scored 5 or more goals in 6 of the 10 home games. We're screwed unless their D gives up more. They have the fourth worst goals against per game average. So there's still a chance. You mean there's still a chance? Except that Montreal has the 3rd worst goals against per game average. I got one more there. Habs are also last in shots in the league with a meager 23.6 per game. Columbus last played Saturday. We've had 3 days off. Montreal played last night. We're screwed tonight. If Primo starts, we're screwed tonight. At the time of writing, I don't know game time if there's a change there because he's with the team on the road. Matheson status unknown to me today. I don't believe he's in the game today though. Cole Caulfield hasn't scored since November 11th. Tonight could be a big night for him, and maybe the only have in Columbus. Johnny Hockey's home building. So I'm kind of is the Hattie in the works maybe tonight for Cole. I'm hoping at least a goal, and we'll see from there. Do I have anything else on this sheet of paper? That's it. It doesn't look good for the game tonight with the way Montreal's playing. With everything I just read to you, I don't care that we beat them the last 6. To me, that says Columbus is due, and then you add everything else to that. I don't like to call the game where it's not Montreal I'm calling it for, but in this game, I can't do that right now. Plus, I didn't even mention we beat them 5-1 on the 16th. You're going to want revenge on that as well. You put all those things together, and we're screwed tonight. All right, where am I? Hey, Joe. Do I think Monty make the Four Nations tournament? I don't know. I think you got to get closer to that and see the goalies that are healthy and how they're doing. And I don't know until then, to be honest. Hockey 5-3 Habs, Suzuki first goal. Happy birthday to the 849er. What does that mean? Speedy recovery there, babe. I hope it works. Hey, Joe. All right, Joe. No worries, man. I hope everything's okay. And, enjoy the game from the phone. But I hope everything's okay. Guru's got 5-3 Columbus Monahan. Elliot says Caulfield 13th goal guaranteed. I don't know about guaranteed, but I certainly hope so. All right, this is other stuff I've got. Okay, power play 21.4% for Montreal, 18.2% for them. Penalty kill 83.3% for us, 77.8%. So special teams are better for Montreal right now. Face off 48.2% for Montreal, 49.4%. That's for them, basically the same. They're scoring more than us, 2.76 for Montreal, 3.45 for them. And the goals against are virtually the same, 3.76 for Montreal, 3.60 for them. The refs tonight, we should be okay. Michael Sullivan and Brian Pakmara. Bruins have Chris Lee. So goals tonight, Primo, 1-2-1, 4.59 goals against, 8.42 save percentage. I got lots of confidence in Primo tonight. And we're going to see Elvis Merzlikins, 6.5-1, 308 goals against, 8.94 save percentage, 1 shutout. Not great numbers, but next to Primo's numbers, those look like championship numbers. Jackets lines, Monahan centering first line. Kent Johnson's there. Fuck Kent Johnson. That's just a running gag on Don't Puck with Media. Matthew Olivier, last time Arbor fought him. We'll see if that happens. I know JVR is in the lineup tonight. Jordan Harris on the third pairing. And that's all I'm going to give you for them. Our lines have not changed from last game. So it looks like we got the same lines except no, that's it. Same lines except Primo in that. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. They're doing the national anthems. And then we're going to have a game. Let's get back to you guys. I hope I survived this one. I will try not to get mad. If I see comments I don't like or you guys are too negative for me, I just won't read the comment. That's how I'm going to handle it tonight. I'm going to try not to fight with anybody, not to argue anybody. I solemnly swear to be a good person on this street. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to keep my nose out of what I don't like. How's that? I'm watching on Sportsnet and it's buffering a little bit. Can you believe that? It's insane. Bill can't argue with that. But again, we're still a couple months away from it getting close to that. I think that's when you can really know, to be honest with you. Paul Duffy, 5'2". By the way, did how much did Joshua Roy help the cause yesterday? Wow, wasn't it? Oh man, he made such a difference yesterday. 5'2" Montreal has the ice tonight, Paul. Caulfield and Primo will be great. He has a bone to pick. Yeah, but I don't know if he can reach the bone. Babe says Primo and Nets is a disaster. I listen. I hope it's what Paul says. I can't feel confident in that till it happens. The team may be named, but guys could get injured and then they have to replace. Like there's reasons why, right? So anyway, if not, well, that's how it is. Again, 849er, don't know what you're getting at. I don't call that you okay. I'll slight decision, maybe. To me, it was a draw. But that's fine. David says 3-2 Columbus. Suzuki first goal. Only 2 cannons tonight. What does that mean? All right, they're about to start. I know probably on your screens it has because I'm on Sportsnet, so I'm at least 30, 35 seconds delayed, probably. He shouldn't need 5 games to get going. He was playing regular minutes down in Laval, playing the same system. He should be able to come up here and show something. He didn't really, but neither did the whole team. So I'm not putting it on him. I was just making it funny. Yeah, what do you mean? 2 Columbus goals, 2 cannons. What do you mean by that? That's all they're going to get is 2 goals? I hope that's all they get. Primo made a save. Primo made a save. Cannons are. I know that. Is that what you're talking about? There's only going to be 2 goals for Columbus. I mean, I hope that's true. But remember, they've scored 5+ goals in 6 of the 10 home games so far this season. I don't know. I worry about that, especially when we dumped a 5-1 on them. Now, if Montreal, it'd be great if Montreal can come in here and do another 5-1 game and, show some character. But again, until that happens, I have no confidence in that right now. That's all I'm saying. And I thought this was going to be a winnable game, but I don't know. I don't think so. And I hate to be negative about, obviously, I hate to be negative like this, but it is what it is tonight. 1 minute in. Columbus does have a big team, but Montreal's not a small team anymore in the league. Whether you, people believe that or not, can't help it. Penalty coming up to Columbus. Habs go on the power play. That's Dean Evison, the coach. He looks, I don't know. I thought he was someone else. He didn't look happy, that's for sure. Corrali, high sticking. The Jackets have 3 shorties in their last 2 games. Let's try not to make it 4, boys. Oh, Caulfield had a great chance there, and he ripped it wide. That's something they got to get better at, is accuracy. 13 shots last night. That's just not enough. Barron is QBing the second unit? Yikes. Power play's over. They did nothing on the power play. Columbus offside as they are breaking in there dangerously. Did he hit the net? Or? He over pulled the trigger. I used to do that when I was a kid, but that's not what they mean, I don't think. BL, yes, as a matter of fact, I just watched it the other day. 3 episodes. And the kid there, the son, he's from Justified. There was one season he was a kid in that. He was like 14 years old, and now he's in this. So, yeah, very interesting. Good people in that. Good show. We're 5 minutes into this first so far. To me, I'm seeing Columbus has been better than Montreal so far. Not greatly, but anyway, still no score. So All's good when there's no score. Hey, Lucas, they're going to be in tough for that tonight. I hope they do, but it's not what it looks like on the surface tonight, I think. Besides, quite frankly, I mean, Columbus is the better team coming in because they're ahead in the standings. Um, they're just the better team coming in anyway. Yeah, that was good. You know, it was a good show. Ah, I swear to God, I thought that was the goal. Newhook, a great save by Merzlikins. What I saw, it looked like that was going in, man. How the hell did that stay out? Oh my God. I see how it stayed out, but man. Also, BL, the scene where the three guys blow up, that was awesome too. It's like, oh, they're there. They're not there anymore. Yeah, that was a good chance though. Florida up 2-0 on the Leafs. Yeah, Leafs are decimated though, like injury wise. So I don't know how they're still winning at all. Wish that would stop. You think your old Sony dual cassette radio or dual cassette player radio is dying? Yeah, well, when was the last time they made those things? Although Sony was a good brand. Can you still buy like a new cassette player anywhere? I saw a short video of someone going like, "If you know what these things are or did these things, you're pretty freaking old." And like I knew all of them. So yeah, I'm at that age. What can I do? So 849 is like, hey, we're from the 849. That's what that is? I'm from the 514. And if you have a cell phone, most of them are 450. Mine's not though. So we got Doc, Law, and Anderson. That's a line, or just because of caught in between line changes? William Martin, it would have, wouldn't it? It looks like Sunday in Boston is a possibility now. Apparently now, Coach Marty won't rule that out. So there's the possibility, and he's on the trip with them. So sports that. Oh yeah, the 438 is also a. I'm allowed to keep my 514 for myself. Man, I don't know if it's because it's windy night, but I don't know why that would mean I'm plugged in. My computer's plugged in. I shouldn't have this problem, but it keeps. I don't know, fucking up. Gotta love Sportsnet though. Gotta love them. Can't you tell from my voice how much I love them? And it's 1-0, and I missed it. Stick that cannon, you know where, right? Is that their first shot, literally, and they scored? Yeah, I gotta see that again. What? Barron. So, 13th time this year, they have given up the first goal, and they have not won one of those yet. 12 losses. Maybe tonight's different. Maybe it's going to be different tonight. No, it's not, unfortunately. Yeah, that's on Barron. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, and I thought Rick Nash was going to get it there, BL. Really sorry about that. So who got it? I didn't see who the hell got the goal. Who got the first goal? Was it you said a tough guy, Olivier? Yeah, Olivier. Well, now Arbor's got to come out and beat the shit out of him. That's just all there is to it. His third career goal, man. He's a big goal scorer. That guy. Uh, I that was I don't think that was Marty, and if it was, he wasn't comforting him. He was telling him what he did wrong and that's what a coach is supposed to do. No? I mean, he's not like you make a mistake, he's not supposed to come up behind you. Hey, what'd you do there? And walk away. He's got to tell you what you did wrong and what you should do next time. That's what he's supposed to do. He's got 3 career goals, all of them against Montreal. Yeah, if he scores goals every time he faces Montreal, he love Montreal. I love that team. Tough on your goaltending. I mean, Primo didn't move even, looked like to me. I'm not talking to myself. I'm going what I just heard them say. Just in case you're wondering. We're over halfway through this first period, by the way. Montreal's up on shots, 7-2. It's 1-0 Columbus. Hey, top corner. I said going into this, if I see comments that I find a little negative for me, I'm not going to engage to that. You can say what you want. I'm not going to engage with the negativity. That's all. But good to see you out there. I never get a craving for that. Who's never happened. I'm doing good, by the way. Thanks, top corner. Hope you are doing good as well. No, it's not really that. I don't want to get out of hand. I tend to let my emotions get out of hand at times, and I'm not going to do that tonight. Simple. Tacos. You guys are you're baiting me now. There, right now though, I can't disagree with that, Hawko. I really can't. I want to be able to, but can't. Born to be a Hab. That might be an impossible thing. Sometimes they do. We'll see. These refs are not the ones we look to not have, so maybe we'll be fine. I also think one of the reasons I don't want to deal with the negativity is honestly, I'm sure for most of the things you guys are going to say, I can't really argue against it at this point, right? I mean, so I'm just not going to argue. Truba for Wi-Fi. I become a fan of some other. Jacob Truba better not come here. Woohoo! Slav with a beauty. Now that was a beauty by Slav. That was a good goal. Can't be negative about that one. Beautiful shot. I mean, he ripped that. Picks up the loose puck and just breaks in and hits a target that wasn't big. I think he hit the goalie, actually. Caught the goalie and it went in, I think, actually. Anyway, he scored. Doesn't matter. Not bad for a fourth liner, Duff. Oh, I mean, Paul. I'm sure a lot of your friends call you Duff. No? That came out really naturally. It might be your new nickname. I don't know. 6:28 left here in the first. Net got knocked off the mooring. Well, anyways, it's 1-1. So 1-1. So we're tied. They got a goal. We got 8 shots. Maybe it's going to be better than I think, but I don't know. Yeah, I had the refs in the when the game started. I know who they are. They're not bad for refs. I imagine both you guys get the Duffy, whatever nickname. Anyways, I call BL BL. I don't call him Duff. He's of old Irish blood, partially whiskey. I imagine. I don't like whiskey. I don't like the taste of whiskey. Even just having a shot, I still don't like it. It's the only way I can drink it, though. I know it's itchy. Uh, BL, you're probably right. It's a lot of money, though. I mean, next season I could see that maybe because it'll be an expiring contract, but Habs also they don't want to have to retain if they can avoid it. I didn't know Monahan changed his number to 23. .333 left in the first, by the way. Shots are 8-4. So Montreal hasn't had a shot in a little bit now, though. So they got 8, but then in a few minutes. How many retaining spots do the Habs have? I think I don't know actually. 1 or 2. I know they got the Jake Allen one back. I think that's it. I could be wrong on that. They might have them all back. Keep that pressure up, boys. Oh, wow. Primo made a stop. What's going on, man? Hey, Cam, who you insulting like that? Why don't I have the ESPN stuff up like Alex does? Because I'm not very intelligent. I don't know. I don't feel like it. Because everybody else out there is watching the game. They know what's up. That's all. And I also, when I have that up, I'm only in the small window. You can't see my gorgeous face. Come on. You should know better than that. Cam always says I'm so handsome. Always tells me that. He doesn't want anybody to really know about that, but he does always tell me that. Also, Cam's a really good liar. Same like that. Right, Cam? If you don't know who Cam is one of my partners over on Don't Puck What Media. He's in Boston. I don't know how the Bruins are doing tonight, though. You're watching me. Why would you be watching me? How are your Bruins doing? If you're watching me, they're not doing well. In between periods over there. I don't know. I don't know personally to say that. I don't think I want to be out loud saying that. Thank you, Paul. It's my Canada hat. Also, great country. I actually saw Hall Notes in concert back in 1977. I want to say it was Eddie Money that opened up for them. That was a really good show. I don't know if it was Eddie Money or Santana, to be honest. I'm not sure, but either way, it was a really good show. But back in 77, some of yous and a lot of yous out there weren't even a glint in your parents' eye in 77. You guys don't be fooling around while you're watching me, though. It kind of creeps me out, eh? Bruins are up 2-1. Lucky you. Anyway, it's tied here. It's not so bad. I'd rather see Eddie Money was really good. His guitar player, who I want to say Jimmy Iovine, so I want to say, was really good. I remember it to this day. I really liked the guitar player, but yeah, Eddie Money was good. And if you don't know who Eddie Money is, just go to YouTube and type him in. What are the Habs getting for Christmas this week? Cole in their stockings. Cole, not Cole Caulfield. By the way, Cam, if you're still here, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate that. Okay, I don't know who Pierre Bruno is, so I don't know if I should be insulted or honored by that. BL, yeah, I used to actually play. I played that a little bit on guitar, but yeah, that's one of the songs. It's a good one, but I mean that's a pop song, and it's a good one enough, but not my favorite of his. But I like it. It's a good song. Guy says Kreider going to Toronto. Really? I don't know. I'm not really up on the current rumors around the league. I should be more so. Um, I know this year when trade deadline hits, I hope. Anyway, we're starting to plan. We might do a show, either one of the podcasts where we talk about all the rumors that are out there and what we think might happen, and possibility on trade deadline day, there might be a bunch of us doing a live stream for it. I don't know Pierre Bruno. Where would I know him from? I mean, I may, but I don't know that I do. I don't know. Yeah, the Rangers are not. I'm surprised they're only in fourth. Well, this is something Top Shelf Hockey Guy and I agree on. I saw Cheap Trick at Man in His World. They have that thing there in the middle, like there's water and the stage is in the middle of the water. In oh God, what year was that? That wasn't in the 70s though. That was though in the 80s. 87? 87, I think. I think they were touring for their greatest hits album. No, not greatest hits. I forget the album. It was a later album, obviously. In 76, now that would have been the time really to see Cheap Trick. But they were good when I saw them. But I'm talking 88, 87, I said, right? So 87, they were getting a slightly old, but still some good music. Um, I can't remember the name of the album. Suzuki just took a big hit. He's okay though. He got up quick. He's fine. 39 seconds left here in the first period, by the way, and I know my attention got diverted. Ooh, nice chance there for, was it Evans to Heineman? No, to Savard. It didn't connect though. And that was a collision. I don't think that was really on purpose with Suzuki. That was just a collision. That's Brad. That's the album that I first heard. That's the first Cheap Trick album I bought. Let's put it that way. Dream Police. I still like that song. Cheap Trick in 2012. Wow. The Flame, BL, you got it. That was it. And I can't remember some. BL almost always remembers. Penalty coming up to Montreal with like 2 seconds left in the first. And there was almost a little bit of a scrum. So second period will start off with Columbus on the power play. Saw David Bowie in 77. I never saw Bowie. I was never the biggest Bowie fan, but I mean I like David Bowie, but I was never like a I don't know, a huge Bowie fan. I don't know how to put that. I like Bowie. I'm a Bowie fan, but not crazy. I don't know. I'm not getting the right word. Oh, okay. There you go. That's why I don't know. That's cool. What, I look like him, or he's lucky enough to look like me. He's not. If he looks like me, he's a poor guy. Bowie, his early stuff. I mean, I like some of his later stuff too. He had Stevie Ray Vaughan as his guitar player for a while. Some good stuff there. Well, yeah, I mean, I like his early stuff better too. You saw Alice Cooper open up for the Stones in 2008. Where would the Stones have played out there? Because I thought at the Big O, but it's not where you would have saw it. Yeah, I never saw the Stones or Alice Cooper, to be honest. I think mostly because my parents. I'll take these off for now. My mom didn't like us listening to Alice. We could listen to anything. She didn't like Alice Cooper though because he bit the head off birds and stuff like that, which was all made up anyway. It was faked. Um, and they hated Welcome to My Nightmare. That was a great album, and they thought it was horrible. And it's so mild compared to today. At the Halifax Commons. Okay, I don't know it, but cool. I mean, there's a good subject. I don't mind if we don't. Instead of talking about how bad the Habs might be playing, let's talk about concerts you might have seen. I used to go to a lot of concerts. Ozzy bit the head off of bats. Alice Cooper bit the head off of birds. Talk to Cam about Ariana Grande. Isn't she she's in a movie, some stupid Disney movie or something. You're a big Britney Spears guy. Saw Britney, whatever, but I saw her in some movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but at some point she's in bra and panties, and I just now everyone go away. She has a nice ass. That's the only thing I remember that I like about Britney Spears. To be honest with you, I know, but listen, I was a lot younger back then, so I can still say that. Okay. Bowie and Stevie Ray in his band for the Serious Moonlight tour in '83. Yeah, he did that album, or he did an album or two with them. There's a guy that I wish I would have seen is Stevie Ray Vaughan. He died before I got an opportunity. I know, hit me, daddy, one more time. But the thing is, Cameron, you say that to me all the time, man. Yeah, Joe, catch up, eh? Catch up. No, I'm just joking, Joe. Yeah, it's 1-1 after one. Cam has good taste in women, not music. Cam does have actually good taste in women, from what I hear. I've not met any of them, not in person anyway. Met one on we were talking online. But yeah, he does, from what I understand, have really good taste in women. I also am a Bob Seger and a big Bruce Springsteen fan. Would have liked to have seen him. I never went to see him. Don't know why. Don't know why I never saw Springsteen. I should have. It definitely, I mean, he still gives concerts. It wouldn't be the same today. Not for what I could have seen when I was young. Grande means tall. Yes, we know this. Okay, that's I never heard it put that way, Husu. That's interesting. You've stayed up all night to put that together. Paul Duffy, you saw the Stones. Yeah, I guess when you were, yeah, when they were just coming out. Yeah, I guess I could put the age to. Yeah, that's cool. Good to know. Wait a second. Edward says, "How do you're behind us though?" Slav scored the first Habs goal. Yeah, I never saw Seeger either. I really would like to have seen Bob Seeger, but I never did. Another regret of mine. Never got to see him. But to be honest, his real big heyday, I was still a bit young. I wasn't able to go to every concert I wanted to go to and stuff like that. So if it was on a school night, couldn't go. And I didn't go to school, but I still couldn't go. No, it's kind of actually true. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, that Cam, I'm saying you have good taste in women. She shouldn't be upset about that. Your favorite concert was Midnight Oil. But whose beds were they burning? That's a question I got. That's all I remember from them, to be honest with you. I was never at and never will be at a Taylor Swift concert. I saw AC/DC here at the Forum. I got kind of bad seats because we got our tickets late, and the only thing I could get was at the side of the stage. So really, all we saw was the two. There was the singer, whoever was singing. I can't remember now. What we're talking AC/DC. So what's his name? And anybody that would have come up to where the singer was, because we couldn't see the rest of the band in the back of the stage. The one thing that it was the loudest show I ever saw was AC/DC. That was the loudest I've ever seen. And I was once at an April Wine concert at Man in This World here. So that open concert, an open thing, but we were right in front of the stack. Like we weren't far from the one side stack of speakers. And the AC/DC concert was louder than that. I don't think I could hear for about a week after that. No, it's an exaggeration, but not far. Midnight Oil is the only band you saw twice. Who's I've seen April Wine. I want to say 4 or 5 times. Who else I saw? I once saw Tom Petty a week apart. Once here and then once in upstate New York. The week after. Anybody else never saw? I think I don't know that I've seen any other bands more than once, to be honest. I can't think of anybody. Just April Wine and Tom Petty. Talking no, we're talking life with Rick there, Cameron. Life with Rick. Missed U2 in Moncton. I've never seen U2. I like U2. No, I don't know if I like them enough. I'd go see them. I saw Johnny Winter once in a small. Oh, I can't remember the Spectrum. I think that's what it's called on St. Catherine. Uh, who opened up for him? No, they Johnny Winter opened up for whoever it was. I can't remember what group. Um, and that had to be early '90s, I think. I'm trying to think. I might have seen George Thorogood open a show for. I'm not sure for who though. I mean, I think because I kind of have a memory of seeing George Thorogood. I'm not the hugest George Thorogood fan, so I think he opened for somebody, and I can't remember who. I would have liked to seen the Tragically Hip. I wish I would have. Is that what that is, Joe? It's about that? I didn't know. I honestly I heard that song how many times over the years, and I just never knew what it was about exactly. I won't make fun of the words when I hear it next time. Now that I know that's kind of a serious thing. I don't sound too confident in my Montreal Canadiens, Edward. That's because right now I'm not really. Hey, listen, we're in a rebuild. It's not that I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that. It's just the reality. Right now, they're not playing well. That's it. I never saw Bare Naked Ladies. I do like some of their songs though. I love this song, 1 Week, and well, there's a couple of them I really like from Bare Naked Ladies. Cam, yeah, take note, everyone. Like it was hard to figure out. I'm not a Swifty, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Now, Cam, on the other hand, a big Swifty. I saw Tina. No, I don't think I saw Tina Turner. Why do I want to say I did? Because I want to lie. No, I never saw Tina Turner. I was never a big enough Rush fan to ever think of going to see them. Max Webster, which is oh god, what's his name? Kim Mitchell. Basically, what that's Max Webster. Yeah, I do. I like a couple of Max Webster songs. Now you're going back to my high school days, though, Max Webster. Ted Nugent, I can't stand him. I wouldn't. Just you couldn't catch me dead at a Ted Nugent concert. What a big piece of garbage that guy is. BL, they didn't put it that way, okay? I got though. Saw Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and you. Oh, and you and your wife went backstage and got. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. But not. It wasn't Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. I was just listening to some of their music the other day. Yeah. What was I listening to? Actually, it was a Buffalo Springfield song and the Crosby, Stills, and Nash song in what I was listening to. We Are Stardust. I love that song. And um, what's the other one? The Buffalo Springfield song. It's one of those. For what it's worth is what it's called, but you would not know that's the title. You can listen to it 1,000 times. You would not know that's the title of that song, but that is. I don't mind you too, but I was never a Nirvana fan until way after Kurt Cobain died. Somehow, over the years, I became a fan of them. Yeah, I like some of their music. Eric, yeah, hopefully, I honestly don't hold out much hope, but so far so good though. So I'll say that. So far so good. They can play like this. Yeah, but there's a lot of reasons why I don't have a lot of hope in tonight's game, but so far so good. I kind of wouldn't have thought it would be 1-1 after one. So that's a plus. Crosby and Neil Young didn't like each other? Are you starting rumors now? Where's Matt? Matt's spending time with Alicia, but he'll be in on Saturday where he usually isn't. So is that like he changed? He traded shifts. Quinn, my favorite Hab of all time. Come on, he's hanging right behind me. The sweater is right behind me, and it's not Caulfield because it would. I like Caulfield, but forgot the hip play with the Stones. The Tragically Hip played with the Stones. I didn't know that. I don't know who Ron Hines is, to be honest. Cam always, but Cam, you told me not to say stuff like that. Aki, Loverboy, April Wine. Saw them in, I can't remember the year, but it was probably 80, 85, 86, 87. No, it would be earlier than that. 82 or 83, I guess. Loverboy was the better of the two. Loverboy outperformed April Wine. That's the only time I saw Loverboy. They were really good. And then I recently saw a video of Mike Reno, lead singer of Loverboy, at somebody's party in the last year or two, singing one of their songs. And I tell you, if even if you saw him singing the song, you would not know that's Mike Reno unless somebody told you. So there's that. But that was a good concert. You need specifics. Who needs specifics? Wait, who am I talking to over there? Cam. Is that Cam? Oh no, I remember the concert. It was a really good concert. I mean, April Wine was good. There was nothing, but Loverboy really had the crowd going. They opened, so kind of took you know, some of the air out of the April Wine show. And that air would have been filled with pot smoke because back in those days you could smoke at a concert. Blended, I never got that huge buzz for Nirvana, but I'm saying I've become a fan over the years. I like some of their music. The Specials, I never heard of the Specials, Joe. I should start up a music podcast if I had time, Biel. I could talk about music a lot. I've seen a lot of shows. Um, would like to see more, but I mean, yeah, I could do music. Who's Mrs. Hines' boy? What are you talking about? The Specials? Cam, it's pretty obvious. No, you already know that. If you don't know that, then I don't. How are you my partner? The song "Sonny's Dream" was Ron Hines. Don't even know the song, so sorry, William. What year was that? Because maybe it's not a year I would know that. Colin James. I never saw him live. Really like Colin James. There's a few of his songs. I mean, I really like Colin James. But I'm going back. If you're Colin James, again, probably early early '90s for me. I think "Why'd You Lie" is one of my favorite songs. It's probably my favorite song of his, and one of my favorite songs. Paul, I hope the ice is as fast as the first period as well. I didn't say anything about hating Taylor Swift. I said I'm not a Swiftie. Punk, I'm not. I was never into punk music, to be honest. They just starting right now. Yeah, Joe. Just I have no idea about that stuff. So sorry. BL, that's another good. What's his name? Song there. Now I can't even remember his freaking. I'm horrible tonight. Still, "Why July" is my favorite song from him. Am I as fast as the first period? I don't get my period, so. Thank you, PL. I appreciate the support. Oh, yeah, they're on a power play to start this period. So there you go. We're almost halfway through that. Hey, Sofka. Slav scored in a beauty too, man. Hopefully that's, they put him on the fourth line. He's got the idea why, and he's gonna fight his way back. I think they should put him on the first line again. Like I don't understand why mess with something that was good like that. And as a matter of fact, after this game, I will be doing Habs at night. I'm going to be talking about exactly that, putting Slap back on the first line for the first half of that Habs at night. And then I'll be talking about the game tonight, if I can remember any of it. And yeah, that's going to be after the show tonight. So I've already got it written out this afternoon, and I'm ready to rock and roll for that. So you want to hear my opinion on it? And there you go. Have a good one, Sofka. Good to hear from you. Unless you're just joking, and you can stick around all you want. You know that. Well, we're a little over 2 minutes into the second. Shots are tied at 8. It's a 1-1 game. I'll tell you what, if Montreal manages to win this game, I'm going to say they really do have Columbus's number, because you got to think Columbus should be dominating even this game. But the only thing Montreal has going for them really in this game is that they've beaten them 6 times in a row. But to me, that just says Columbus is due. Brad, you can have a dart anytime you want, man. I don't smoke those anymore, but you can have one. Well, that was exciting. Jack guy broke his stick, and then they got Columbus got a good opportunity. That Primo actually stopped. What's going on, man? He's only given up 1 goal in 9 shots. Something wrong. Go out and buy a 649 tonight. Al McInnes, you're missing an N. Every shot, you're stressed. Well, it's Primo in net. I don't blame you. I'm pretty much the same right now. And there you go, right? Proves the point. Al and I were just talking about. Next shot, 2-1 Columbus. Al, you jinxed it, Al. If I stop it, I might as well go home. Well, I am home, but you know what I mean. Well, if we can get a pick, we may end up with a guy like Porter Martone. The way they're playing, we're going to get a good pick this year. You're bad what? That you didn't spell Al McInnes right? And even then, just the extra N might not be how it's spelled. I'm not sure. So that was Fantilli with the goal? Oh, it's Chinikov. Or, as Trump says, Dinakov. We're 5 minutes into the second. Montreal still with 8 shots. So Montreal has not had a shot in roughly 16 minutes of play. A line brawl. So what is it, like choreographed? And a 1 and a 2 and a punch and a hit and a punch, punch, punch. Is that it? That's what I'm picturing in my head. Sorry. I may be a little crazy. I'm not sure. They say when you question your sanity, you're nothing to worry about. I don't know. Oh, helmet off. Get out of there. Okay, just run into each other. Oh, Habs get a power play. Corrali with a hooking call. Well, let's see if we can tie it up. That'd be nice. Wait, that's hooking? He tapped him on the side. I don't mind that we got, but he tapped him on the side of the pants. That's hooking? Okay. It seems like every game I newly discover what a call is. Brad, there's another point we can agree on. Look at that. Jacob Fowler, the goalie of the future. Ah, fucking Kent Johnson. Come on, Cole. Scores, Cole Caulfield. Yes, sir. Caulfield gets that goal that everybody guaranteed. 2-2. All alone, man. What a great anticipation by Caulfield to. Oh, no. Okay. Great pass by Slav, actually. Slav, 2 points, 2 assists. Slav might be on his way back. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Well, well, well. This game is not over yet. Right, Cam? Cam understands the Kent Johnson inside joke. Let Vogel know I'm supporting him, man. I'm supporting him. And it is number 13 for number 13. I dare say there's more on his stick tonight. I got to think Cole is super motivated tonight. Being in Johnny Hockey's home arena. There, you fixed it. You fixed it. Al McInnes. Cole Caulfield scored a goal and then immediately showed his girlfriend what it's going to be like tonight with his tongue out like that. No? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably right. Porter Martone. I said, wait, Porter Martone, 6'3", 219 with a mean streak. If the Habs would love to get him, Craig Button has him and James Higgins as the top of next draft. Yeah. I mean, and no, and Marco Massi, is that it? The other guy? That's another guy that's being talked about. I don't know a ton about these guys, but I'm starting to learn the names. And by the time I need to, I'll know what I need to know about them. I mean, I really prefer to know. Is Michael Misa? I prefer to know kind of where Montreal's going to pick, and then I can figure out who I need to know and do a video about or whatever, you know. And then in that learning, I learn more about the other guys and whatever. And if I'm good, I know enough about who's going to go in the top in the first round or not. I have enough trouble learning NHL shit than to have to worry about have to learn everything. I'm too old for that. If I was younger, different story. There's not enough room left up here. Running out of space. Higgins is small. Listen, I just want somebody who's not small and big and super talented. We'll see if Higgins is still there as the top guy by the time the draft rolls around. Michael Misa was granted exceptional status. Look at that. I didn't know that either, but I just heard his name and that he's like really good. Yeah, I think the Habs will be in the lottery. Well, they'll be in the lottery, but I think they'll be a top. They'll be able to win that first pick if they win it. Oh, did I burp? I'm sorry. So we're 8.5 minutes into the second. Shots are 12-10 for Columbus, but it's a 2-2 tie. And I got to say, Habs looking a little bit, a little bit more confident in the second. That's what I'm going to say. I think so. That's a good thing. And if they can win this game, I think that's a pretty big thing because I really didn't think they would or would be able to even. So let's hope. Scrum at side of the net. Well, so far so good today. I'm jinxing what? What am I jinxing? What for Caulfield? No, I don't think that's jinxing it. BL, are you saying you disagree with me on Reinbacher, or you agree? Because I don't get why you're saying it. Then I'm jinxing the win. I didn't call for a win. I said if they could. I didn't think they'd even be able to like me be saying in the second period that hey they could still win this game. I didn't think we'd get there even. I thought Columbus was going to kind of kick our ass tonight, to be honest. And it still could happen. We're only at the halfway mark right now, but I mean, so far I think it's really good on Montreal that it's a 2-2 tie. They're not getting outplayed anymore. Second period, they're playing, and I think they're the better team so far. I really do. The opposite of the first period. I mean, that's good on them tonight. The Habs have 2 picks in the first round next year. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. That's if anyone's wondering, that's the Calgary first round pick that we have. Top corner, usually in general, top 5 guys, the top 5 picks, they should end up at as either really good NHLers to superstars. I mean, that's really if you're picking right, and if it's a good class of players. Wright fell off the face of the earth. Shane Wright, he would have been Shane wrong, wouldn't he have been? BL, believe it or not, now you think I'm going to say I disagree with you, but I'm starting to agree with you. But that's only because, I mean, Reinbacher will have to prove that that was the right pick more than he would have. But with Michkov's play, it's hard to argue what you're saying, right? It's hard to argue against that. So I'm not going to be I'm not going to be a fool and try to argue that right now. If when Reinbacher hits, if he proves to be what he was supposed to be, then I'll say that it's not that he was right or wrong. They picked for need that they felt they had at the time, and they were right that he was quality. But right now, with what Michkov's got, you can't argue with. He's the real deal. I still think Michkov has a little bit to prove, though. But I mean, early look and everything, he's pretty good. Wouldn't be a huge problem to have him in our lineup right now. Is what I guess I'm saying. Yeah, okay. But Reinbacher, I mean, okay, he's so young. I don't write players off that young, especially defensemen, especially defensemen. PL, see, I was right about the Lindstrom thing. Remember, people were saying, "Yeah, there's no." I think the back thing's going to be a problem. I was right there, and you know what they say: 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Just ask Meatloaf. Good defensive play by Hudson there. I don't know why people say he can't play defense. Ooh, ooh, and he hits the goalie pad though. Offside, Montreal. Somebody hit somebody. It's not an overly physical game, that's for sure. Ooh, Caulfield hits the side of the net. Correct. How's the Bruins game going, Cam? Only they could hit the net. Four and a half minutes to go here in a second. Pace is picking up a little bit here. Hey, Thomas, good to see you out there, buddy. It's 3-2 for who? You're up 3-2. All right. Oh, oh, fight, fight, fight. Gallagher and Werenski. Gally, what the hell are you doing? Gally falls off his skates. Oh, he was slashing at Gallagher's legs. I guess Gally didn't like that too much. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we should be up. Should be a power play for Montreal. Slashing for Werenski and just 5-minute fighting for each. So let's see. Maybe we can get a go-ahead goal right at the end of the period. Would be really awesome. What is the score for the Habs? You watch? Oh, you're not watching it. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's tied at 2. He took out their best D. This is true, Al. This is very true. Anyway, listen, it's a fair trade-off. I mean, we get a power play. Yeah, I'm all for that, especially if we score here. I mean, great. 3-0 Florida over. Who's Florida playing? I don't know who they're playing tonight. Bruins, by the way, are playing the. Shit, why do I want to say the Canucks? It's not the Canucks. Who are you playing, Cam? I can't. For some reason I can't remember who the hell you guys are playing. Florida's playing Toronto, and now it's 3-3. Says Cam. You also know, you saw that stat. Boston's given up the most third period goals so far this season in the NHL. So now, when Boston goes into a third period, they need to be up by a bit, right, Cam? And the reason being because Monty wasn't the problem. That's really coming out big. A lot of people talking about the fact that Neely, not Neely, Sweeney and Neely might be the guys that should go. Who's playing the Islanders? Boston's playing the Islanders? Is that what you're saying? That was the second career fight for Zach Werenski. I don't think Galley fights often either, and it looked like both of them didn't know how to fight on the ice. There, Cap here. Cam doesn't do those things. Shots are tied at 14, and the game is tied at 2. We got 3:42 left in the second on my screen. And there is no power play. I thought we were getting a power play out of this. We clearly did not. Ooh, that was close. So Galley got a 2-minute for slashing as well. I didn't see him slash anybody. Why did he get slashing? Oh, what kind of a dumb call was that? Yeah, but Cam, if you go to OT, they lose in OT a lot, so it means you guys are going to win. Maybe. Seriously, Al, right? Did you see a splash by Galley? Why'd he get a slashing call? Refs are fucking morons. I think that's the answer. Or very corrupt, one of the two, maybe even both. Montreal going to take a tripping call here now. Look at that. There, that's what you could do, refs. What bullshit. Oh, that should not have been a call. Oh, that's a bullshit call right there. He was pushed down into. What is he supposed to do? He can't stop. How stupid is this? If that's not the ref saying, "Hey, we're trying to make Columbus win," can't you see that? I don't know. Then and the announcers have their nuts cut off, so they can't say anything like that. That should not have been a trip. Barnaby should not have been. Wow, thought that was going in. So the Blue Jackets guy standing in front of the net with his stick under Savard's arm, pulling on him. No, that's not hooking, though. Why would you think that's hooking? Well, I don't know. What am I thinking? Would think I'm not a ref because I would have called that. So it's 2-2 after 2. It's like almost like a miracle it's 2-2 after 2 with all the help the refs gave them. But hey, it's just me because I'm wearing my rose-colored glasses. All right. Want to talk about the refs or we want to stay happy and talk about something else? Because I can tell you one thing. The announcers aren't going to talk about the refs. That's for sure. All right, well, we got an intermission, then we got the last period where we're going to find out what the hell's going to happen in this game. But so far, so good for Montreal. They're playing better than like they're competing in this game better than I would have thought. But on the opposite of that is that Columbus isn't. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not alone on that. Don't worry, I know that. But it's ridiculous. What kind of calls were those? Well, as much as I thought, hey, these guys, these refs, they're probably okay. Then no, not so much. Oh, Cam, if you're here, but it's probably the game's back on. They've got Chris Lee over there, so yikes. Well, the ref favors Columbus. That's obvious to me here tonight. I mean, they're making it obvious. I don't know how else to interpret that. Right? They're making it obvious that they're trying to push it to the Jackets if they can, because that's ridiculous calls. I want to see. I'd love to see a replay on the call, the Gallagher slash. Like if Gallagher had slashed that guy, there should have been a call so that fight never happened. And the slashing from Werenski should not have happened. But that's not what happened. So where did Gallagher slash him? It's like they called Werenski and said, hey, I think Gally might have slashed him, or like way back. Let's call him now for it. Because that's, You're not going to talk about refs? I'm happy to talk about refs. How much I fucking hate them. Yeah, well, Chris Lee, if you said anything else about Chris Lee, I'd say you're crazy. And every time I look at the refs, right? When I get the refs, I always look. It's like tentative. I scroll down to the Habs game, and just hoping to see Chris Lee at some other game, and some of these French refs too in some other game, not our game. But it doesn't seem to matter. Whatever set of refs you get, inevitably they're shit. Gally speared him. Is that what you're saying, Paul? Did he get called for a spear? Now this might be. I didn't see it, so I want to know. The announcers kind of said it's like they both got called for what's the slashing. Okay, I'm just gonna look at a different screen and find out what I can find out what that call was. Where's the Habs game? Let's see what the call was. Oh no, you're wrong. It's Brendan Gallagher slashing against Zach Werenski. Gallagher for slashing. Really? Where? Show me the proof of that. I don't think so. When Werenski slashed Galley, then they turned to fight. There was no penalty called at that point. Or maybe I meant to say before Zach Werenski slashed Galley, there was no penalty call. So how the hell did that happen? Anyways, you got to shake your head. What can you do? Galley speared him, but he got a penalty for slashing, but he speared him. Okay? It's two very different calls. I looked it up. I looked online. He got a slashing call. Did you guys look it up, or you're just going by memory? Kind of think if you got a spearing penalty, it would have said spearing. But that's just me. I kind of interpret the calls by what they say they are. Because facts are important, not feelings. All right, well, we got an interview. Why does it go so quiet? I got quiet. We got. What do you guys want to talk about? Should we go back to music? Let's talk about something else. This intermission. Let's talk about something else. You guys got the floor, though. Saw a shadow go by. What the fuck was that? Got ghosts in the place. All right, so we have an intermission now. Everyone's going to be quiet. Beautiful goal by Caulfield. Oh, Minnesota beating Chicago 14. What? 14-10. You serious? Gotta check that. That'd be crazy. Oh, I think I figured it out. You're talking about football then, because Minnesota's playing somebody else. What day are we today? We're Wednesday. What? There's football tonight on Wednesday. The NGL, not gonna lie, league. But why is there football Wednesday night? And since when is there football on Wednesday night? And if you're not going to speak to me, I'm not going to speak to you. Can't do all the work around here, guys, you know? Help a dude out. Anyway, we got a third period. We're tied up. Who's going to win this game? I still think it's anybody's game here tonight. Oh, it's but no, it's Wednesday though. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So do I have the wrong day? Is this the Twilight Zone? The last I checked, it was Wednesday. And if not, it may be time to have me fitted for that special kind of jacket. You know, the one where you have to keep your hands really close together like this, arms. I might need one of those. In the NHL, I know it's 30 teams tonight. That I know. There is 15 games. I counted them this morning. Excuse me. There may be no hockey tomorrow, but there's football tomorrow. Those 3 games are tomorrow. Why is there NFL games tonight? Oh, I'm asking. And then since when do they have football on Wednesday night? Since I'm not a football follower, I don't know these answers. The USA takes 5 days for Thanksgiving since when? Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday, is it not? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days to me. They don't do Wednesday when it's on Thursday. So there's no NFL tonight. So who's saying there's football tonight? Somebody dreaming or it's your TV? Okay, but if you didn't take the acid, you might not realize there's no TV in front of you with football on it. I think it's acid flashback there for Paul. Javid, I know this, but Paul's saying that there's football on his TV right now. He's watching a replay of a game, I guess. Paul, I'm sorry. It's definitely the LSD flashbacks. Cam, I'm whatever you want me to be, man. Yeah, but Paul, there's no football on tonight. So I don't know what you're watching. Okay, but college is well then that's what Minnesota he should stipulate this. Sorry, it's not my fault. I'm still gonna go with the acid flashback. I like that better. I don't feel alone that way. Pittsburgh beating Vancouver 5-2. Wow. 5-3. Excuse me. All right, what else you guys got for me? Come on, throw shit at me and see what I can answer. You're watching Detroit now? Detroit won. Oh, the Detroit game, hockey. Okay. So you said football is on. Paul, you're very confusing tonight, Paul. Are you, I know what Paul's doing. Paul's doing the weave. He's doing the weave. Okay, wait till you get back to the Habs game. Then he's done his weave. That must be it. He's doing the weave. How do I feel about Tim Peel? He's a ref. How do you think I feel about Tim Peel? I kind of feel about Tim Peel basically the same way I feel about Tim Pool. Basically. Hey, Adam. Toronto's in intermission, but are you watching them? Like, are they playing? Even though they're on the intermission? Um, Cam, I know who Tim Peel is. He's the ref that got caught on the hot mic saying they wanted to find a makeup call, so they made up a call. That's Tim Peel. Why do you ask me about Tim Peel? How's that? Let's clarify things. Hit a bullseye there, Brad. I look like I'm constantly buffering. My signal's good. But there's a big difference from looking like I'm buffering or actually buffering. So which one is it? Who says Tim Peel wasn't even close from being close to being close to be the most corrupt ref? Littler. Did you get Paul? Did you get that word wrong? Littler? Did you mean an H instead of an L? I don't know what you're saying. I look like I am. How did you know, Brad? I don't eat enough fiber. That's the problem. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate it. I didn't drink my Metamucil today. Did I remember Rico Card? Do I remember Rico Cardi, baseball player? I do. Not that I know a ton about him, but yeah. Why would you ask that, Paul? That's rather random too. Like, why his name? It's just a little random. We are underway for the third. I didn't know that. Look at that. I missed 5 seconds. Well, it's the third. Are we going to have a good third, bad third? I don't know. You saw him at Jerry Park. Who did he play for? I want to say, I was going to say the Twins, but I guess not. Am I right? The Padres? Rico Cardi. I didn't know he died. Definitely was a player in my day. I don't remember a lot about him. I had his baseball card, though. I know Matthews is injured. That's why. He was a Blue Jays player? Oh, that actually rings a bell. So we would have only played against him in that they played a game every year, the Jays and the Expos. Paul says the Braves too. Ooh, nice. That was a nice play by Devo to steal the puck and keep it in the offensive zone. If Montreal has a good third period, this would be like a 60-minute game from them. Not bad. Brad, that's what it was called, the Pearson Cup? I think that makes sense. Hank Aaron, I remember when he hit that, he broke the record for the homer. I was a kid. I remember that. I saw it on TV. Are we 5 minutes into this? No, not in this game. Almost 4 minutes gone here now in the third. Still tied at 2. Ooh, wow, that guy, he missed the net. Jesus. That's the best way, though, Al. They missed Primo. The best way. They definitely don't shoot enough, but at least tonight the other team's not like doubling them in shots or tripling. Adam, kind of in other words, you guys are better without Matthews. Should move him and save freaking what? 13 million, 14 million? Line should be back by Sunday, Al, so we're gonna get a look soon. Oh, Mike Tyson on the ice number. What does that mean? Oh, you're talking about Galley. You're calling him Mike Tyson now. Okay, I get it. I'm slow. Just a bit slow. Oh, what the hell's going on there? There's some excitement there. Why am I seeing a French commercial? How does that make sense? All right. Hey, Chicago Joe. Happy Thanksgiving, dude. Hey, listen, there are no hard feelings for last night. Don't worry about it. I'm not. Um, Anyways, I apologized at the end of the last one. I got a little upset. I get why people get upset. It's a rebuild, so you got to kind of temper the upsettedness with that. But hey, enjoy Thanksgiving. Your Thanksgiving weekend, man. Health and well, yeah, health to you. Good thoughts go out to you. You know I'm not religious, so as long as the blessings aren't religious, I give them right back. Hey, Joe, same thing for me. I gotta temper my temper too. I have one, believe me. So, but tonight, no temper, no nothing. It's all good. And Montreal's playing, well enough to win this game, so that's good. I wonder if it'll be next goal wins this game. We're not really there yet, but we got 13 minutes to go. I mean, if it doesn't go to overtime, this could go to overtime. But good job for Montreal. Hey, they're keeping. I mean, okay, Knockwood. There's time left, so but they're keeping this team under. They've had 5+ goals in 6 of their 10 home games. Columbus so far this season. So a good job on Montreal to at least keep them where they're at, and we can still win this game. Because the weekend's going to be tough. I mean, they're playing the Rangers and they're playing Boston. So I'd like to see them get a win here tonight. And a good job also in that Columbus hasn't played since Saturday. Montreal played last night. So this is where I worry now for that because we'll see if they get tired. Columbus shouldn't. Let's see what happens though. got to keep that game nice and tight, he said. Tighter than a 5-year-old virgin, right? I don't know if I'm allowed to say something like that. It's just a joke. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button. If you're having a good time, hit the thumbs up. I should play this actually. I never remember to go in here and actually hit that. But I should play that. Hey. Come on. Scores! Heineman makes it 3-2. Yes, sir. Nice goal by Heineman. Nice. Showing his speed. Gets in there, and I don't know how'd that puck go in? Over the right arm or between the arm and the body. I'm not sure. Nice goal there. Evans and Armia with the assists. Well, let's see if that holds up as the next goal wins. We'll see. A lot of time left still, though. 11 minutes, a little over. Come on, guys, get this puck, get it out of there. Nope. Oh. Oh. Fans wanted a penalty there. I don't know who that was in Montreal, but over a halfway point of the period. Habs with the momentum right now. See if they can hold that. I can't. I was out. Offside. Primo needs to win. Habs need to win too. I mean, but yeah, Primo needs to win. Am I on a big delay? Yeah, my delay is pretty. It's like it's got to be about 30 seconds, 25 seconds. Can't help it on Sportsnet. Well, I appreciate not doing the spoiler alert. On Heineman's been playing well. I mean, he clearly wasn't ready last year. Obviously, this year he is. Yeah, I like his determination and his speed. He's got good speed and he's got a really solid shot. So yeah, I really like Heineman and he's hungry. You can see he's hungry and he's stepping up. 5 goals now on the season. That's not bad. He's playing third or fourth line. Not bad at all when you think about it, right? That you're looking at you not prorate. He's on pace for like probably 18 goals now. It's not bad. I've got a 3-minute delay. Can't be that delayed. I'm on Sportsnet. I'm streaming it there. It should be. I should be no more than. I mean, maximum they say is a minute, but usually I'm about 20, 25 seconds delayed. But yeah, it is what it is. I can't help it. Nothing I can do. Hand pass. 8 minutes to go here in the third. 3-2 Montreal. Shots are 18 for Montreal, 17 for Columbus. I'd like to see Montreal get an insurance goal here. Johnny Cole is a leader. There's no doubt about that. $7:52, by the way, on my screen on the clock, if anyone's wondering. Ah, tied up. Tied up at 3. Werenski. Oh, that's not. You can't even. They can't put that on Primo. So don't put it on Primo. That went off of Doc or Gooley. It went off of somebody's knee. Oh, it went off of Doc. No, Gooley. It went off of Habs skate right into the net. You can't blame this on Primo now. That's just an unlucky bounce there, as they said. Wow, are we going to go to overtime? Shit. I dare say next goal is going to win this game. With 7 minutes left. It just feels like, same thing over, right? Looks like we're going to win this game. Oh, shit. Either way, like at this point, if they lose 4-3, that's still a lot better than I thought it would be. Plus, remember, we played last night. They haven't played since Saturday. That's going to catch up to them. This is when it will catch up to them, if it's going to. Still feel bad to what? Oh, to work your ass and get scored like it. Listen, they're professionals. They can't let it bother them right now anyway. If they let that get to them, then they're gonna lose for sure. So you gotta just keep going. Keep pushing. And remember, if it goes to overtime, I mean they still could win. I was just hoping it wouldn't go to overtime tonight. So I hope Montreal can get another goal here before we get there. Um, Johnny, more skilled Lehkonen, but not as good defensively though. Paul, we did get a point last night, and I'd like to get two tonight. Oh, Gordie Howe hat trick for Werenski. Ah, got it. Damn it. Habs take a penalty here. Jeez, still delayed. Habs cannot get their sticks on it, really. There we go. All right, so they go on the power play officially now. 3.5 minutes left. Well, and now I'm hoping for for overtime because that penalty kind of screws them. So what do you take? A hooking call? Yep. Baron hooking. Just what we needed, Baron. Just what we freaking needed. Have we been in a shootout? Yeah, we have. At least one, maybe two. That was close. Minute and a half left. Power play over. Well, I don't know what you're saying there. Besides, what do you think anybody was interested in Barron at the time? And they had to move somebody. Interest was in Kovacevic. They had to move somebody, and one of those they had to move two of them, and they did. Harris and Kovacevic. I think Barron's next. Well, we're down to the last minute of play in the third period. My heart almost went there. I know they didn't score there. Shit. Good thing. 25 seconds. We will be going overtime more than likely. Fucking overtime. I did not want overtime tonight. I have work to do after this game. Ten seconds left. Another save, Primo. Right, so we're going to overtime. Oh, yeah. Freaking overtime. We get a point. It's not about the points necessarily, though. I want to see a win. I don't want to see them losing overtime. For Christ's sake. Anyways, the good news would be that it should only take a couple of minutes for them to get there. They're going to get the ice shoveled off. Take only a couple of minutes, and then we'll get going. All right, who's going to come out for Montreal? In the overtime. Don't start barking, Ray. It's time for Lane. I don't know. I don't know if he'll start. Who did they have last night? No, it was overtime. Yeah, it was overtime. I don't know. Jeez, I can't remember who was overtime last night to start. Suzuki. I don't know if Caulfield straight up or after the draw. And Gooley, maybe? Primo did, yeah, he did well tonight. Let's wait till wait till it's overtime or the game is over before we completely say that. Suzuki, Hudson, Dvorak. Dvorak will take the draw. As soon as that's over, he'll go off and Cole will come out. That's what will happen. So, in my opinion. They won the draw. Devo will go off. Hudson's got it. Caulfield's out there. Caulfield with a shot, but that was about as weak a shot as I've seen. He couldn't get anything on that. Hudson, Caulfield. Come on. Suzuki. Oh! Yeah! Suzuki scores. We win the game. Overtime. We win in overtime. 4-3 win for Montreal. Want to see that again, but I believe that was Suzuki. First game coming back after they were scored on first. Don't need that to see the replay. They're going to show it again. Suzuki took the shot, and he got his own rebound in the air, and he knocked it in. Boom. Nice. Let me just get out of that. Somewhere. Where's my freaking mouse? All right. Good to get a win, especially a come from behind win, which is basically what it was, right? They got the first goal. But just really nice to get a win. In a game I really didn't think they would win. So I'm glad to be wrong. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Phil. First comeback win of the year. Slick Nick with the winner. And that's his 20th point. I don't know, did he get a point in any of the other goals? But his 20th point, as far as I know. Yeah, nice pass from Hudson. You're right. I mean, nice way to read it, right? To go back to the point with the pass to Suzuki. So, yeah. Anyways, really good. All right. I'm not going to stick around because I've got to work on my podcast for Habs at Night. I'm going to put one out tonight. So I got to get to work on that. I'll be back. I think we're doing a Q&A on Friday on the other channel. So if you want to see that, check us out on Friday. And back Saturday, Rangers, 1 p.m. start. Remember that, 1 p.m. start on Saturday. Sunday, we're in Boston, 3 p.m. start. So 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on the weekend. Should be interesting. Let's see if we can put a streak together. I doubt it's going to be a difficult weekend. But you never know, right? Doesn't mean they can't win. It's going to be hard for them to do that. So, all right. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you in very shortly, in a few days, if not before. And that's it. Thanks for being here. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the night. Go Habs. Go Habs, go. Not just lightly like that. Ciao, everybody.